Yo, what's going on? It is 1 p.m. here in Crystal Lake, Illinois. It means it's time for another live stream. Today is, I was about to say Monday, but it's not Monday. It's Thursday, June 6th, 2024. We're on summer hours now, so we're only having live streams on Monday and Thursday. So this week I missed you guys, and a lot of packages arrived in the time since we last all met together. So this is what happens when I don't have a live stream every day and unbox a box every day. We just get a bunch of them all at once. And I'm pretty sure none of this stuff is under embargo. So wait, let me check on something really quick. Let me see. I'm just Googling something. Okay. All right. If this box is what I think it is, then it's not under embargo because I could already find it on the internet. So wait, Adam says no sound. Everyone getting sound? I think everyone's getting sound. All right. Stevie76 says, did HR approve the summer hours? No, I just did it myself. Oh, although I guess I am HR. So maybe. Anyway, let's put these down for a second. Oh boy. Let's say hi to everyone listening on the audio only version on the podcast. Hopefully you're having a good run out there today. It's summertime. It's hot. I know a lot of the country is under some dangerous heat wave warnings. So if you're in one of those spaces, try to get those runs in super early or super late. Otherwise, be careful. Reduce mileage if you need to. Reduce intensity. You don't want to hurt yourselves out there. Today, I went on a run. Second run in the Magic Speed 4. Pretty good. It was a pretty good run. I kind of got my butt kicked. It was a long tempo day. Sage and Sandy's prescribed 3 times 10 minutes at threshold pace or tempo pace. They said 8 out of 10 effort. I'm not really sure what that means. But I went for about, kind of thresholdy efforts. But long thresholds are kind of really hard for me. But the shoe is good. Hopefully, if you're listening to this on your run, it's cool. And you're having a good run too. All right, everyone else watching this later but not live, this is the number one place for unboxings and games. Because today we're going to play a game called Colorway or No. And the game, basically... some of these colorway names are getting pretty crazy for shoes. It used to just be black, red, green, whatever the color, predominant color was of the shoe. But now they're getting like super descriptive and weird. So I wanted to just kind of highlight that. I'll show you a couple of shoes from product websites, and I'll give you a couple of examples of colorway names. One of them will be fake. You have to spot the fake one. All right, that's going to be the game. We'll play that after we do the unboxing. We got some shoes, so we'll have some spreadsheet madness as well. All right. CV76 says, welcome to Cozy Summer Camp 2024. That would be fun to have a summer camp. I feel like I'd be a good camp counselor. I've never been a camp counselor before. No, I don't know. I think I'd be a better camp counselor than a camp director. But I feel like, at this point, camp directing is kind of where I would need to be, maybe. I'm not sure. All right. Heather B says, is there anyone here that I might be able to do a shakeout run with the Thursday before Grandma's? I'll be getting there Wednesday. Oh, Grandma's is coming up pretty soon, isn't it? When's the date on that? That's not this weekend, is it? It's in a couple of weekends, I feel like. Yeah, it's coming up soon. And, I'm not going to be up there. I don't know who's going to be getting up there Thursday. It feels like a race where a lot of people get up there kind of late. All right, I think I got there. I don't know if I got there Friday night. I think I got there Friday night when I went. I guess it was a couple grandmas ago. But I don't know. Is it close enough to check the weather yet? That's my main concern. All right, and Adrian Segura says, it's pretty nice around Illinois. I'm looking forward to the Chicago 13.1 on Sunday. Adrian, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I think it's going to be hot on Sunday. It's mild temperatures relatively right now, although it's super windy up here in Crystal Lake. But it's supposed to get hot over the weekend. All right. I got to turn on focus mode so that my notifications don't come in. My kids are home now for summer break. And right now, my younger daughter is watching YouTube. And whenever she watches YouTube, a lot of the YouTubers that she watches, they'll play games or talk about apps that they're using and stuff. All games. And then I know she's watching YouTube because then I'll start getting notifications for your daughter has requested to download this app. Approve or disapprove. So I've already gotten 3 notifications since we've been down here. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. Carlos Griego says, I was able to find a pair of Alphafly 3s at Dick's and threw my rewards and a gift card and got it down to $220. LOL. That's nice work. Is that what I need to do? I've been trying to get a pair of Alphafly 3s. I'm not planning on reviewing it, but I do feel like I need to test it and be familiar with what it is. And I keep looking on the website, on the Nike.com website, and it's out of my size. But I'll get to it eventually. Rich Dyson says, the Brooks Hyperion Max 2 looks to have a P-Bax plate and is releasing next week. Interested to see if they send you a pair sometime soon. Will they finally have a competitive super trainer? I don't remember seeing the Hyperion Max 2 at TRE last year. I may have seen it. I don't remember seeing it. But, P-Bax plates, ever since the Mach X, I'm super not interested in P-Bax plates. I just feel like it's another way of saying nylon plate that's maybe more eye-catching or ear-catching. I don't know. If the DNA Flash midsole foam is going to be the same, I don't think the Hyperion Max needs a plate. It's already firm. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see. They may send it to me. Brooks does send me some shoes. They sent me the Glycerin and the Ghost. Did I review both of those? I reviewed both of those, right? Yeah, I think I did. Patrick Smith says he got a pair of the Alphafly 3, but in Volt. I really want white. I think the white one's the way to go, but at this point, I'll get whatever I can manage to purchase. Here's what's really frustrating about that. For years, when I was wearing Nike shoes and testing Nike shoes, or reviewing them anyway, because I'm still testing them, some of them now. But when I was super into Nike shoes, all I wanted was like a Volt colorway. Because remember, in the Nike Run Club app, you logged your miles and you got different colors. Like black was one that was really fancy that a lot of people had, and you had to run like a certain 1,000 number of miles. And then the highest level was Volt. Volt used to be like the most premier color in Nike, speaking of colorways. And then they finally released a racing shoe in Volt. Because I felt like the first Vaporfly Next Percent was really close to Volt, but it was like the Mutant Green or something like that. No, Mutant Green was the Alphafly one. There was something else. It was kind of greenish yellow. And they released this Volt one, and that Alphafly 3, that Volt one, just looks not great. I don't love it. And Calvin says that we saw it at TRE, talking about the Hyperion Max 2, had the same colorway as a Hyperion Elite 4. Oh, okay. I like that design. I was just thinking about the Hyperion Elite 4 yesterday. I had high hopes for it, Calvin says that P-Bax plates have been a thing for a while. I had Trax plates in 2012 with a P-Bax spike plate. Really? I don't remember them being called out as like a major feature. Interesting. Eliza says, I saw the list of World Athletics shoes and found it interesting. I didn't realize that they broke it down by distance if you could use that shoe. Oh, yes. Yes, for sure. I think there's a different set of like rules for what's permissible on roads, and then for like 10,000 meters. And I think there's a different set of rules available for 5,000 meters. So for all those people that are like, oh yeah, you can't run in like the Super Comp Trainer 1, SE Trainer 1, because it's 50 mils, or the Prime X, it's illegal. I'm like, people use it to qualify for nationals in the US all the time. If you ever see Alphaflies in a 10K race, like 10,000 meter race on a track, you can do that. It's too tall for World Athletics purposes, but you could do it for other, you know what I mean? The rules are not as clear and simple as a lot of people think they are. And there are very many nuances to it though. So it is pretty complicated. And Adam says the new Hyperion Max is softer. I felt a pair of them a couple months ago. Well, that's exciting. I like that. And Adam says, did you hear that Lenny Career got into the Olympics? I did see that. I saw Citius Mag posted about it. And I guess it's thanks to CJ Albertson. CJ Albertson, even though he came in 5th at the trials, right? He had done enough other racing to raise himself up into the rankings to unlock that 3rd spot for the United States. And since Lenny came in at 3rd at the trials, he gets to go. That's pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. I feel like though we're at a point where we're back to when was it? Was it Coach Vigil? Was it Coach Bob Larson? When they were all talking about like there's a dilemma in American distance running, and that's when like Dina Castor and Meb all got together and they started training at altitude and stuff because like only which Olympics was it? Only one American athlete, male, was able to go to the Olympics. I feel like we're getting close to that point again, you know. And who was it? I saw an article somewhere, someone saying like, "Why are American distance runners so slow?" And I was like, "Well, that's harsh." Because there's a lot of fast guys, but I guess not world class fast. There's not as many, you know. We might be at that point. I don't know. All right, let's get to some boxes because we just got so many boxes to get to today. So we're gonna have to hurry. I'm gonna have to go through these kind of fast. And you know what? I think I might save some of these because I know that they're gonna be drinks, or maybe I'll open them now. Now I'll save them because I know they're gonna be drinks, and I forgot to bring water bottles down here. So some of them we won't open today. We'll move that to the next one. So that cuts down a couple of boxes. I think. Wait, did I just lose a box? I feel like I just lost a box too. Oh no, here it is. Sorry. Okay, I got all my boxes. Sorry about that. I was losing my mind. All right. This first one, though, I think is going to be fun. It's actually 2 boxes together. One of them was sent to me. The other one I bought myself because it's kind of a set. And I got this first box a while ago, but I wanted to wait until the second thing came in before I opened them up together. So. All right. So this first thing is one I bought myself. It's by Semi-Rad, Brendan Leonard, Ultra something. Got a pretty wild back cover as well. Talking about Buffalo Bills, Fidipides, addiction, distance running, psychology of assembly line workers. There's some illustration. You might know Semi-Rad from his illustrations. But it's a book. I don't really know much about the book, but I've been following Semi-Rad on social media for a long time, and he seems to be we seem to have like a lot of mutual friends. So I wanted to get the book when it came out, and it did come out a little while ago. So Stevie76 says a book for snoozing. Yes, and that will not have anything to do with the book. It's just every time I open up a physical book, I do tend to fall asleep on accident. But it's summertime. It's a great time for falling asleep on accident. But I am really looking forward to read this book. And then this hat came from Path Projects. And they sent this to me. And it goes with the book. Ultra something. Here we go. This hat seems to be made off of the same hat that they used for the Billy Yang hat. Remember when he did the mirror trail? But it seems updated because look at these patches that are like these panels here that are like see-through. I feel like there's a little bit more ventilation in here, but also maybe a little bit less ventilation in this top part. So it's a little bit different, but it's got a nice sewn on patch. And then on the inside, it says Semi-Rad Jogging Club. So that'll be a fun hat to go together. I'm going to wear the hat while I read the book. So I'll just put them all on together, like my little Semi-Rad, double. That's what we'll do. So there's that. All right. Okay. Let's get to the next one. Oh, Calvin says, speaking of the hat, did you get the Robbie Fractal Legionnaire? No one sent one to me. The thing is, I already have a Legionnaire, and I don't want to buy another Legionnaire, but I want the Robbie hat. So I was kind of waiting to see if they would send one to me. But I think I'm gonna have to buy it because it does look great, and I love the photos that go along with it too. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, let's get to this one. I'm not sure what this one is. This might be a drink. A PR company is sending it to me, but it has this on it. Does anyone know what this is? Norona? I don't know what that is. So, and I'm really hoping that it's not under embargo. So if it's not like a drink, then I might not be able to show it to you guys. It's not a drink. I thought it was a drink at first. What is this? Oh, I feel like this is a trail running shirt. It's very, very lightweight. It says Nerona on the left chest. That definitely looks like high vis stuff. And then it has this like, is that like a Norse god on the back? Like a Viking or something like that on the back? I like that logo back here. Also, reflective material. And then it's got little gripping parts on the sleeve. So I feel like this is meant to be worn under a pack. But this mesh on the back is basically like see-through. You could see through it. Very breathable, very lightweight. And I like kind of like the green and black. It goes good together. I like it. This is a nice shirt. I've never heard anything about this brand before. Oh, and it's got a little like hole in the back of the collar. I guess that's to hang it up, but I've never seen this before. Normally there's like a little hook back here, like a loop. This has a hole in it. Tony Macias says, I dig that color. Tony, by the way, everybody, did you guys see? Tony did a half Ironman, 70.3. Half Ironman sounds weird. 70.3, but he qualified to go to the World Championships based on his performance. So congratulations to Tony. This sound. Yeah, there we go. All right. Jake Stable says, Nerona is a sick brand. They're very similar to Arc'teryx. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm really liking this material here. It's just really lightweight. And it's so hot right now in Chicago. All right. Let's get to the next one. We got so many things today. All right. Next one is from Decker's brand. It's a Hoka shoe. If it's what I think it is, I'll show it to you guys. If it's something I wasn't expecting, I'll have to check to make sure it's not under embargo. But I have a pretty good idea what this is. It's what I thought it was. All right, here we go. We have the Hoka Speed Goat 6. Here we go. The colorway for this, by the way, is... It doesn't say the colorway on here. Usually they say the colorway, but there is a picture of it. Ah, look at this. Let's take this part out of it. Oh, it's lightweight. It's nice. I like it. Still has the stretchy vamp, which was one of my favorite inventions on a trail shoe. I love the stretchy vamp right here. It's so nice. But yeah, minimal tongue. It is gusseted. This a lot of side rails on this one. Still has a little bit of a pull tab on the back. You can hang on one hook. You hang your Speed Goat. The hook you hang your Nerona shirt. I'm sure I'm saying that brand name wrong. And then we got the V-Rim Mega Grip. I think are these, yeah, traction lugs. These are traction lugs. This is very purple on the bottom here, isn't it? I can see it. It took me a minute, but once someone wrote in the chat that it's purple, and then once they said that, then it started looking really purple to me. It didn't look that purple to me at first, but now all of a sudden, it's kind of like, you know how like when sometimes cameras are out of focus and then it slowly starts to get in focus. It just takes a second and you can slowly see the transition. That's what happened with this purple in my eyes here. But now it's very purple. It's like a slushy, not a slushy, like a protein shake, like when you might get it like something you might get at like Orange Julius or something like that. A smoothie, that's the word I'm looking for. All right. I like this one. It smells kind of like a raincoat. There is a lot of TPU along the border over here. Actually, not a lot. A little bit. But it feels pretty lightweight. I like the feel of this one. All right. Martha says, this is one of many shades that could be called purple, but it's a very pink purple. Is it? I feel like the midsole foam is a pink purple, but then the outsole is very purple, isn't it? No? All right. All right. I'll leave this up here for now because we're gonna weigh it soon. But let's get to this one other box as well. Who's this one from? Oh, if it's what I think it is, I will show it to you guys. If it's not, then I cannot. Because there's another shoe that they said they were going to send me to spray in. And that one doesn't come off embargo for another month. I think it's what I think it is. Guys, I started keeping a list of all the things that are under embargo. I'm becoming much more sophisticated. You know, that's how I'm remembering. But yeah, I definitely can show this to you guys. And the colorway is Sea Black Zeramt Spark. I think it's 0MT or something like that. I think this is abbreviated. But it is the Adizero SL2. And this color is absolutely gorgeous. I saw a bunch of people wearing it when I was in Herzo. The shoe wasn't out yet at the time, and I was just like, what shoe is everybody wearing? Well, all the like Adidas executives were wearing it. And I'm like, I'm very jealous. What is that shoe? And they're like, Adizero SL2. I'm like, that looks great. I was a big fan of the Adizero SL1. This year for the SL2, they've added a full Light Strike Pro insert. Here it is. Get some focus on that. And you can kind of see it. There's lots of cutouts. Big window on the side here, and then also on the bottom of the shoe. You could see more cutouts of it. It's windows. Every time I talk about cutouts and when you can see the technology, what's the quote from Tommy Boy? You want to be able to see the product in the box. You know? But I love this colors. One of these colors on this. It's like a neon. It's like a neon pink kind of. A light neon pink. I don't know if the colors are coming through on the camera. But it's like a light neon pink on here. On all these treads, and then like a is that a salmon underneath there? I don't know. And then some like splashes of yellow. But this one also feels lightweight. It does have regular Light Strike as the carrier, but now I think they doubled the amount of Light Strike Pro though. I have a tech sheet somewhere. Don't hold me to that, but they definitely increased the amount of Light Strike Pro. It used to be kind of like the size of a Zoom Air Pocket from like a Pegasus in the front, and then now instead they have like a full drop-in. So should be more exciting. Oh, it smells like a seatbelt. You ever smell a seatbelt in a rental car? It smells like that. Not a bad smell. but not a great smell. If I were to compare it, I'd say the Speed Goat smells a little bit better than the Adizero SL2. Out of the box, anyway. Yeah. Patrick Smith says, the black with the white reminds me of the Adidas Samba soccer shoe I had when I was a kid. Yeah. There's a lot more upholstery back here on this one, now that I'm looking at it. It's interesting. Where's my Adizero SLs? I don't think they're over here. I think they're on the other shoe shelf, but yeah. Someone was saying that Ed Bud really likes these. That's excellent to hear. With the summer hours, it gives me more time to plan ahead. And so I'll let you guys know, because I feel like Ed's probably not going to flake out on it. So I'll tell you, Ed is going to be on the live stream next Thursday. So I'm going to have him name that shoe. So that should be fun for next Thursday. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, another quick scheduling note. I know we're already on summer hours and things are weird, but I will remind you about it too Monday morning. But Monday, someone put a meeting on my calendar and I can't move it at 1 o'clock. So we're going to have to do live stream at noon on Monday, noon Central Time on Monday. I'll remind you guys before we go. But yeah. Elisa says special guest on Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to try to get more guests in because I feel like that makes it more fun for everybody. And I feel like I want to treat the guest more as like a co-host. You know what I mean? So that way it's not just me talking to you guys. That way there's a second voice and we can kind of do all the same things, but with the benefit of another person here to provide some other input and someone also to play the games with. So that's the idea. CV76 says bid sold now. And Cheslin Brown says awesome. Cool. All right, Steve Zabrowski got a running shoe question. It says, have you ever tested out the Newton CF1? Also, do you prefer the Adios Pro 3 or the old Saucony Pro 3? Those are good questions. I've never tried a Newton before. Newton and 361 are two brands that I feel like have both reached out to me before, and neither of them have sent me shoes before. Although I do think that I owe 361 a message back. They were like, can we send you something? And I don't think I responded. And I feel like I've talked to people from Newton a bunch of different times, and for some reason I've never gotten a shoe from them. So I've never tried anything from 361. Are they a Florida brand? No, they're not. They're a Colorado brand, right? Yeah, okay. Dan Johnson says Chris Lundstrom, coach of Minnesota Distance Elite, would be a good guest. Do you think Lundo would be you think he would be a good guest? Do you think he would say yes? I feel like if he says no, maybe I'd be like, maybe ask Dakota Lindworm if it's a good idea. maybe I could get Dakota Lindworm to convince him to come on. He's been making a lot of videos lately. Have you guys been watching him? I think that's him that's on the bike that's filming them. But he's been making a lot of videos lately. I feel like he's been having fun with it too. All right, and then the other question that Steve had is, do you prefer the Adios Pro 3 or the old Saucony Pro 3? So I feel like that I can kind of split the baby here. I'm trying to think. I'm like, is that an offensive phrase to use? I'm like, no. So the way I would do that is I prefer running and racing in the Adios Pro 3, but I find that the Saucony Pro 3 is a lot of fun, and it's easier for me to recommend to a lot of people. The Adios Pro 3, I feel like, can be a little bit polarizing. It's not as accessible to all types of runners as I feel like the Saucony Pro, Endorphin Pro 3 is. But I like them both very much. But if I were to race and I had to pick one of those two shoes, I'd probably pick the Adios Pro 3. All other things being equal. Okay. All right. I think that's all the unboxings for today. I think it's time for some spreadsheet madness. All right. I've got my scale out here. Get ready. Guys, the air conditioner just started kicking on here too, so hopefully that's not making too much noise. But it's summertime. I'm not going to be able to get my family to turn off the air conditioner right now. All right. Let's get to share screen. Where is my... Oh, there we go. Shoe weights. Boom. There we go. Okay. We got our shoe weights here. What are the shoes we got here? We got Hoka. Speed Goat 6. 0 miles. Right shoe. Size 9. And trail. Then we got Adidas. Adizero. SL2. 0 right. Size 9. And road. All right. Let's double check. Make sure these are in fact size 9s. All right, they're all size 9s. All right, let's start with the Speed Goat, since we opened that one first. Calvin says it's okay to splitting logs, hairs, the bill, but not babies. Okay. All right. For this trail shoe, what do you guys think for the Speed Goat 6? I feel like this is a pretty good weight, but I also kind of felt like I thought it would come in a little bit lighter. Yeah, and then switch the mode to get to grams. Okay, all right. Eliza came in with 8.7 ounces as a guess. Calvin said 9.3, but Davin Patterson had it spot on at 9.7 ounces, 276 grams. That's what we got for the Speed Goat 6. I feel like it's a very respectable trail weight, but I kind of like holding it in hand. It felt really light. I don't know that it felt lighter than last year's Speed Goat, the Speed Goat 5, which also was light. But I thought it would weigh less than 9.7 ounces. Not that I'm disappointed. 9.7 ounces is a really good trail weight. Tails de Mileto says, maybe we can work out an intro for the Spreadsheet Madness. I know. I feel like I need to just spend an afternoon one day and just make bumpers for all the different segments that we have. Like unboxing time. Because remember, like in the Casey Neistat vlogs, there was the whole like video sequence that he had for mail time. Is that what you call it? Mail time? Right. Yeah, mail time. And so I feel like I need something for that. I need something for like running shoe questions a day kind of thing. You know? All right. Let's get to Adizero SL2. All right. It's in grams right now. That means nothing to me. But, all right. I'm liking what I see here for the Adizero SL2. Someone was saying that they hope it would be under... Calvin thinks they hope it's under 9 ounces. And the grams, it's a good number of grams. Let's see. Sega Dreamcast is guessing 9.0 ounces for the SL2. Cosmo Michael says 8.6. It actually came in at 8.5 ounces and 242 grams. I feel like that's a really good number. I like where this is at for this kind of shoe. It's not a shoe that I'm going to be taking, probably not, for my super long run, but for easy days, a little bit of fartlek type work, maybe something with some hill sprints, that kind of thing. Something where I'm going to go shorter, faster. I think this will be really nice. And it looks great when I've been seeing people wearing them casually, so it's really good. Let's see. Adam says, did I see correctly that the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 weight is less than 7 ounces comparable to the Sky Paris? I saw a press release earlier today. I don't remember what they said that the weight was on it, but it was pretty light. But I was watching something from Runner's Nerd, Johannes, who I met in Herzog a month ago, a little while ago. I don't remember when. But check out Runner's Nerd on Instagram. He was somewhere where he saw exploded versions of the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 and of the Deviate Nitro 3. And I thought that was really, really helpful to be able to see. And the thing so I've been super excited about the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 because I interviewed Dakota Lindworm about it, and she's like, it's great. It has the same foam as the Fast R2, but it's just a ton of foam underfoot. So if you really like the Fast R2, you're going to love the Deviate Nitro 3. And I'm like, oh, I love the Fast R2. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. But then when I looked at the plate shape in Johannes's or Runner's Nerds reel or Instagram reel that he had posted, it looks like there's basically like a big scoop on the bottom that's very flat, but then it shoots up really fast to start up high, like in the arch. And I'm worried that that means it's going to be like Metaspeed Edge-like, and I won't like it, which is fine because there's certainly a lot of people. Fiona O'Keefe loves it. Dakota Lindworm loves it. So it's certainly working for their athletes. I feel like Molly Seidel loves it as well. She prefers it over the Fast R2. So I feel like, but it seems like at Puma, they have developed two different shoes. One that is more kind of like a forefoot striker shoe, and one that is kind of like a heel striker shoe or midfoot striker shoe, kind of like ASICS has done. I think that's interesting. But I haven't tried the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 yet, or the Deviate Nitro 3 yet. Hopefully they'll send me those soon, because I'm very curious to see what they're like. Calvin says, I've also some people on Reddit/Instagram who claim to work for Puma say they rebranded the Nitro and Nitro Elite foam, where Nitro will also be PIBA and not just the supercritical EVA. Interesting. That makes sense, because I feel like the Nitro Elite foam has moved from PIBA to the aliphatic TPU. That's what's in the Fast R2. That's what's in the Deviate Nitro Elite 3. And so that makes sense. If they have that foam as their new Elite foam, then they can make regular Nitro like a PIBA blend, which I kind of don't love PIBA blend, because I feel like, oh, you hear the PIBA and then you don't hear the blend part as much. And then you're kind of like, all right, well, how much of it is PIBA and blend? But, I feel like it could be an upgrade. Erica Run says, any shoe recommendations for heel strikers? I feel like there's a couple of brands that I think tend to make a lot of shoes for heel strikers. I think that like Mizuno makes a lot. So these three shoes up here that I've reviewed this year, the Wave Rebellion Flash 2, the Wave Rebellion Pro 2, and the Neo Vista. I feel like all these are really great if you're a midfoot or a heel striker. Forefoot strikers may enjoy them. I don't love them. I can appreciate them. I like the direction they're going, but they're just not made for me. And I think a lot of the Brooks shoes, like the Glycerin and the Ghost, I feel like those are also more designed for midfoot and heel strikers. And then even other brands have shoes like it too. I feel like the ASICS Cumulus is basically designed to be a Brooks Ghost clone. And so that also is going to appeal to heel strikers as well. And I think there's other models within other brands that kind of do the same thing. I'm starting to think that the Endorphin Speed 3 was designed more for a midfoot strike. Maybe not a heel strike, but a midfoot strike. And that might be part of why I didn't get along with it. Mm-hmm. And Maestro says, all the Brooks indeed. I don't know about all the Brooks, because I don't feel like that's true for like the Hyperion series of shoes. The Hyperion or the Hyperion Max. I don't think those are. And Advic says, what about the Supernova Rise? I don't consider that a heel striker shoe. I really enjoy that one. But a lot of the Adidas daily trainers that I've been not enjoying as much definitely are emphasizing a bunch of cushion in the heel. And I don't know if that's because they're trying to attract a heel striker, if they're letting form dictate function and they think it looks better, or if they are, or why they're like that. But like the Ultra Boosts lately have been like that, where it's just like not enough foam in the forefoot and just way too much in the heel, for my opinion, for my preferences. So I think that's it. But I don't get that sense as much in the Rise, but there is a lot of stuff going on in the back of that shoe. Devin Patterson says the SC Trainer. I would agree with that one too. Yeah. All right. We got now the most important part. We forgot the most important part. We gotta arrange these. Oh boy, we almost forgot to put them in the correct spot. All right, 9.7 ounces puts it above the Mount to Coast S1, and not that much heavier than a Velocity Nitro 3. Can you believe that? So this shoe, this Road Daily Trainer, the Velocity Nitro 3, is only 6 grams lighter than the Speed Goat 6. That's incredible. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe the Velocity Nitro 3 is a little bit heavy, but there we go. It's lighter than the Tomir 2.0, lighter than the Rabbit Dream Chaser as well. All right, now let's get to the Adizero SL2, 8.5 ounces. I feel like it's going to be pretty high out here. 242 grams. That's what's right by the Wave Rebellion Flash too. Oh, that's fascinating. Same weight as the Endorphin Speed 4. 2 grams difference. I do not understand how grams work. But all right, there we go. Yeah, you pretty much, the Mach 6, 7.6 ounces, so light. The Mach 6 and the Noosa Tri are the lightest non-race shoes. By a lot. Getting under 8 ounces is tough for a non-racing shoe, it seems. Very interesting. All right. Cool. That was a lot of fun. All right. Let me close that one out. Martha says, "Co, I forget. How does the EndoSpeed 4 work for you compared to the version 3? The Endorphin Speed 4 works for me great. I've been loving it. I feel like there's a little bit too much junk in the trunk. Like all this stuff back here, I don't want so much of it. I don't need it to be quite so wide in the right underneath the arch. I feel like there's a lot of stuff here to make it stable, to stabilize all this foam. I feel like we get rid of a lot of it, and I feel like in the Magic Speed 4 they've done that, where they got rid of a lot of this kind of extra stuff in the heel. But they compensate for it by making it a stiffer ride, which I do find the Endorphin Speed 4 more comfortable at easy paces. But this shoe works out for me really well. I love this shoe. It's fantastic. I feel like I enjoy the Endorphin Speed 4, and it works for me in the way that the Endorphin Speed 3 worked for a lot of people last year. It's just enjoyable at a wide variety of paces, and just comfortable, Advig N says, "Have you ever tried the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3? I have not, and I don't plan on it. It's a very stabilized shoe, and I just don't like stable shoes. So, that's the reason I don't plan on trying that one. All right, we're running out of time here. So let's get to the game. I feel like it's time to get to the game. You guys ready? Time for, I feel like I need a bumper for games too. All right, let's play Colorway or No. I'm going to show you a picture. I'm going to show you a website of a shoe, and you're going to have to tell me, and I'll give you a couple of Colorway names, and you're going to have to guess which one of the Colorway names is fake. Now, the way that this streaming service that I use to pull up like your comments and stuff, and the way I'm going to show you your options, doesn't really let me format the options very well. So there'll be like 1A, 1B, and 1C, and you can guess which one is the fake colorway. Is that the dating game theme song? I don't know. It's a Little Spanish Flea. It gets stuck in Homer Simpson's head all the time. Why not the Little Spanish Flea? All right. Here we go. Let's get this. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up. All right. First one shoe we're going to talk about is the Hoka Clifton 9. All right. And here's your options. 1A, wheat/sand. 1B, solar flare / sherbet. And 1C, mango / goldenrod. Which one of those is not an actual colorway? Can you guys guess? So I did put up one example shoe, and the example shoe from the website is black/slate, to give you an idea of kind of how they name their shoes. But let's do this this way. Yeah, there we go. So which one do you guys think it is? We got a lot of guesses all the way around. Let's see. Shannon's here. She says, "Hey, co-fam, B is not the real one." Mark Peterson says A is not the real one, and Luis says that C is not the real one. But let's see. How can I show this to you guys the best? I think the best way to do it is to show you. Well, I'll just tell you. 1C, mango / goldenrod, is not a real colorway. Wheat and sand is a colorway. I think is it this one? No, that's white lemonade. Wheat and sand, is it this one? No, that's Nimbus cloud / white. Wheat and sand is a color. And so is with the other one, solar flare and sherbet. But mango and goldenrod is one that I definitely made up myself. See, I thought I'd be able to find them a little bit easier and show you guys. Where is it? There we go. That's the wheat and sand. Why is it not showing the name of it, though? Something's happening to the website. Oh, wait. No. That's oat milk and barley. Where's wheat sand? I'm pretty sure wheat and sand is one. Wheat and shifting sand. Whoops. So I guess if you guessed 1A, you were kind of right, because it's not wheat. So we got wheat and shifting sand over here. And then this one is solar flare / sherbet. Am I saying that right? Sherbet? I don't know. All right. Let's clear that one off the screen, and we'll go to question number 2. Mark says oat milk and barley is terrible. And Super Engine says wheat and sand sounds like someone phoned it in. It's like wood and materials. And Martha says, "I'd love to have the colorway naming job. I would not like that job. How do you know if you're doing a good job or not? You're just making it up, I guess." And Paul Public says, "I'm 100% positive oat milk and barley was a face wash option in the 90s. And Calvin says, "Oat milk and barley sounds like a hipster cafe name." That would be a good. I would grab a cold brew there for sure. All right, next one is gonna be from On, and we've got On Cloud Eclipse. Here's one example. It's white and sand. What are the other ones that are on here? Here's your options. 2A, sail and cranberry. 2B, fade and sand. Could there be multiple with sand? And 2C, flame and ivory. What do you guys think? Yeah. Rob De Gennaro says he'd rather have the craft brewing beer name. That's one I could have. That would be fun. Mark Peterson says A is the fake one because Nike uses sail. Plandar says B is the fake one. And Matt Byer says C is the fake one. The fake one is, I gotta check my notes. Sail and cranberry. That is the fake one. Nike does use sail a lot, but I didn't know if maybe other one. I'm pretty sure I've seen sail be a fake one at other brands too. No, sail be a colorway name at other brands too. Let's see. So this one is fade and sand, which I actually think looks really sharp. I love that color combo. And then the one that I have is a flame and ivory. I don't know if can you see that? It's so hard to. It's so small. Do I need to zoom in more? There we go. Oh boy, I zoomed in too much. But there we go. Flame and Ivory. There it is. All right. Let's clear that one off the screen. You guys have, is this working for you guys? I'm not sure if this is a fun game or not. All right, let's try number 3. All right, this one, there's only 3 colorways available, so you got a 50-50 chance on this one. So I'm going to give you 2 options as to what the colorway might be. The example, let's make that bigger, is graphite. For the Fuel Cell Rebel version 4, it's graphite with black and quartz gray. What are the other 2 colorways? White with bleached lime glow and hot mango, or blue with habanero and sea spray? Which one's it gonna be? Which one's it gonna be? 3A or 3B? Bleached lime glow sounds ridiculous. So I don't know about that one, but I could just be throwing you guys off. Shannon says that A is a fake. Frank also thinks that A is a fake. Sean Devlin says the habanero is a clue. So Rob DeGenero says B is the fake. The correct answer is that B is the fake. B is the fake. The blue colorway that I have is Spice Blue with Limelight and Blue Oasis. Wait a minute. Wait, what happened here? Oh, okay. I gave you, okay. Yeah. White with bleached lime glow and hot mango is the white version that everyone has. And then the blue one is not blue with habanero and sea spray. The blue one is Spice Blue with Limelight and Blue Oasis. I put the habanero in there in case any of the Rebel fans remember the habanero colorway from the Rebel version 2. Then I feel like you would have been like, oh, that's a color name that they use. So, yeah. But yeah, bleach and lime, that's the actual bleached lime glow. GLO. I put the W in there on accident. But that's it. White with bleached lime glow is an actual colorway. Sean Devlin says spice and blue are not 2 words I would put together. Yeah, I think what they have to do is they have to put these like here's the thing that I don't know. Maybe a color person would know this. All right, let me take this down. Are these like Pantone color names, or are they doing this for like search engine optimization, or so that they're not accidentally like using the same color names that a competitor brand will be using? So they have to come up with these crazy things. I wonder. All right. That one was tough. That one confused even me. All right. Next one. I think I have to make this, let's make this bigger. Okay. There we go. It takes a minute. It's kind of cumbersome sharing my screen like this. All right, here we go. From Adidas, speaking of Ultra Boost, the Ultra Boost Light. The one that I'm showing you right now is Pink Strata, Shadow Red, and Wonder Blue. Here's 3 more colorway names. Guess which one is the fake one? 4A, Shadow Navy / Crystal White / Wonder Blue. 4B, Glare Ice / Electric Green / Black. And 4C, that's a typo there. 4C, Gray 4, Cloud White, Gray 5. Which one is the fake one? Sean Downs says the guy in this video jumps so high. It's because the Ultra Boost is very light. All right. We got a lot of votes for 4B, Sega Dreamcast, and Frank are coming with B. Luis says all of the above are fake names. And Calvin says Cloud White is an Adidas color for sure. All right, so then we have A, B, and C. Zach Hymas says that 4A is definitely made up. And Mark Peterson says Gray 4. Wow. But Gray 4 is a real colorway name. The fake one is the one that, well, the second one. Glare Ice, electric green, and black. That's a fake one. I don't know what Glare Ice is, but Glare Ice is something that, a phrase I never heard until I moved to the Midwest. My mother-in-law talks about Glare Ice. We called it black ice on the East Coast, but she calls it Glare Ice. And so I just thought, like, there's got to be a weird weather-related color. Let's see if I can find where these are. So here's Gray 4, Cloud White, and Gray 5. Now that is a colorway name that someone phoned in, but also probably the most descriptive of the colorway names. And then Shadow Navy, Crystal White. I think it's this one here. Shadow Navy, Crystal White, Wonder Blue. I feel like that's actually some pretty good colors put together right there. All right, we got one more to do here, guys. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, last one. Oh, this one's pretty fun. Okay, this one's from Saucony. We've got the men's Triumph 22. This one on the screen right now, it looks really sharp. I think I might have to get this one. Saucony hasn't sent me the Triumph. I don't know if they're planning on it or not, but this one is navy and gum. And I'm a sucker for a gum outsole, and I just think this one looks great. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. Remember when they had, they did the entire Endorphin series, like the Saucony Jazz. I think Ben Johnson was the only person I know that bought them, but they looked amazing. And I feel like this is definitely paying homage to that. But I got a couple of other colorway names besides navy and gum. Which one is the fake one? We got 5A, Mirage/Black, 5B, White, and 5C, Slate/Fog. Which one is the fake one? Adam says that the navy and gum is bland. But Matt says that chunky white part is rough. Yeah, I mean, what do you do with that? Would you make the whole midsole navy? I feel like it would just be a lot of navy then if you did that. I don't know. All right. Davin Patterson says, is the Saucony Jazz from the 70s? It sure is. And it looked great. I thought it was amazing. You guys should look that up. That's good. Eliza thinks that B is the fake one, white. A lot of people for B. Kenneth thinks that A is the fake one, and A was Mirage/Black. And let's see, did anyone say C? Oh yeah, Mark says, ooh, tough one, C. And Mark is right. Slate/Fog is not a real colorway for the Triumph 22. Here's just, where is it? White. There's a triple white. It's just white. I guess it could be like white and gray. I would call this like white and moonbeam if I had to use two words, but they just called it white. And then what's the other one? Mirage and Black. I think it's this one. This one. No, this one. Mirage and Black. Yeah, I feel like that's not very descriptive at all. Right? Does that look like Mirage and Black to you? No, I don't think so. I don't think that. Sean Devlin, the Saucony names are weak compared to Hoka. I feel like Hoka has the wildest names all the time. And that's pretty much where like the name of the game came from. I feel like we could have played this game with just Hoka shoes. And it would have been really, really hard. All right, let me clear that out of here. Frank says, if you see black, it's a Mirage. Yeah, Mark says he guessed C because he hadn't picked C yet, and B seemed like a trap. B was a trap because I was like, why? They just put white in there? Everyone's going to think that that's a made-up one. But I'm like, it's so weird that people will be like, that's not a made-up one. It's a trap. So, I don't know. Raquel Escatel says, I want to know how much the Saucony marketing guy that picked white is getting paid. And Seatown fan says, I buy the Sale, S-A-L-E color. Nice. That'd be funny if the next name for a Sale colorway is, for a shoe colorway, would just be Sale, S-A-L-E. Like primary colors / primary / Sale. It's just like red, yellow, blue shoe all over. That's what they could call the Skyward X. All right. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for playing along with the game. Monday, we'll have a lot more to unbox. I don't have a guest lined up for Monday, but maybe I'll find someone over the weekend. And then we'll try playing. Is there enough? Is this too rushed? Should we play? I feel like we should play another game too. But we might also have a lot of running news to cover. I think a lot of people are going to be racing, and I do want to hear about your racing and your results. So maybe we will, maybe we won't play a game. Maybe we'll have one like lined up just in case we have a lot of time. But we'll see. We'll do something fun. And remember, Monday is going to be at noon. Sorry to do all these changes, but Monday is going to be at noon. So I'll see you guys then. Meanwhile, over the weekend, stay cool out there. Stay hydrated. Remember, running's not a dehydration contest. Always better to bring more and not use it than the other way around. Enjoy your long runs, enjoy your races, and I'll see you guys on Monday at noon. Be safe out there, everybody. Thanks.